Hey, it's Coach Jay.
Coach Will.
Today we're going to talk about, in this part of the class, we're going to talk about how to correct your shot while you're in the middle of a game or while you're in the middle of a workout. What details to think through, because as you become more advanced, you become your own coach while you're shooting, right? So it may be that you're not paying attention to some details. So Coach Will's going to walk us through several details so that if you're in a game, you can become a great game shooter. You can get yourself on track by your thinking. All right?
Correct.
So Coach Will's going to talk to us about more of that.
I think it's important for us to have the correct mentality about how do we keep that consistent makes going. One shot is taken at a time. You can only take one shot at a time. And so whatever it is that we did to make the shot before, let's do that again. But my focus for that player is always, if you made it, do that again. And the idea is to do that same thing one more time. So that's I just want to hone in on that mindset when we're making shots. When we're missing shots, and we've missed multiple shots in a row, 2 or 3 shots in a row in game, it's important to evaluate once this happens, when we're missing multiple shots, how are we missing? For example, let's take for an example, if we're missing short, there's potentially, I can see 2 or 3 things that we could correct with someone that's missing consistently short on their shot. And so I have Anna here that's going to help us demo, okay? Now, so Anna, get in your shooting position. Now, I notice if she's shooting short, one of the things that she could have a problem with is body position, so raise up some. Maybe she's not low enough. So it could be that she's not generating enough power, and this is what's causing her to miss short, okay? Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and shoot. Okay. Okay. Okay, Anna's gonna take a shot, freeze it. Okay, now, she missed short. Here could be a second reason why Anna's missing short. So if you look at her follow through, her elbow is forward. It's underneath her eye. What we recommend is more arc, getting that elbow here. And that finish is now above her eye. When she does this, she's going to give the ball a higher trajectory where it will drop in, and there's less opportunity for the ball to be short. And so the third thing would be, give me the right body position, but don't push as hard. And so the last thing when shooters are typically missing short, okay, I would say is how much pressure. So if you take a look at Anna's body position, she has very good body position. All joints are bent, ankles, knees, and waist. But just being in the position may not be enough to have enough power to get it over the front of the rim. Part of it is the springiness, so on the balls of your feet, would be some of the springiness that she has and how hard Anna actually pushes. So take a shot, Anna. Just go ahead and shoot it short, yeah. Okay? Okay? She hit front rim, but it went in. So here's the idea, is how hard, when you're short and you're in good body position, how hard are you actually pushing? How much pressure are you pushing through the balls of your feet? If you notice, Anna's on the front part of her feet and she's exploding through. If she's on the balls of her feet with her heels up, when she pushes, the power is able to go through her body and up to the basket. Okay, give me a good one. Look at that arc. Beautiful. It's always good when they make it. Shooting long. Okay, I was a short misser, so, but I do work with some players that they habitually hit the back of the rim when they're shooting. This also, one of the ways to solve this issue is also the raising of the shot, okay? And timing, okay? So when we talk about raising the shot again, go ahead, you don't have to shoot it, but just show me your follow through. You put the ball down now. Yep. So follow through, okay? So once again, we're talking about trajectory of the ball, Because if Anna goes here, look at the trajectory of the ball that's going forward. And so as it goes to the rim, it has a better chance to hit back rim instead of dropping in from this position, okay? So we want to work on this as our form. So I noticed that Anna has a good spread on the ball and that her basketball is in her fingertips, okay? This is a control. This gives you more control over the ball, which can also help with short and long. The issue with short many times is not enough power. The issue with long is shot put and sometimes ball control. So this is going to give Anna optimal ball control, hand cocked, fingers spread out, balls, fingertips are controlling the ball on the pads of her fingers, okay? Also this hand cock, I want to spend some time there. Having the hand behind the ball, and when I say cocked position, see how her wrist is locked here and not flat. So if she had a flat wrist here, I work with some players, sometimes they hold the ball here, okay? That's gonna also lead to that flat type shot. Here is gonna help us get underneath. So when she brings the ball up, see this C position? Because her wrist was cocked, when she brings the ball up, look at the angle. Now she's under the ball, and when she raises that follow through, you have the trajectory that you want. So the second thing, if you're shooting long, make sure your wrist is cocked behind the ball. Give me a good one, Anna. Nice trajectory. All right. Form is good. Yeah, beautiful. And so the third way we can miss on shot attempts will be right and left. Now this could be a bigger issue, but the primary issue that we have with right to left shooters is hand placement. Her hand is not directly behind the ball. Do you see that? Her hand is slightly to the side of the ball. And even if it's cocked, when she goes up, she'll have more of a corkscrew type shot. When we're talking about hand placement and ball placement, the ball should be over that right foot. Sometimes when we have a power issue, players like to have the ball closer to the middle of their body, okay? This can also lead to right and left misses, right? Hand placement, ball placement. And then, now, Anna, go back to your normal shooting form. Okay, now look at this form, perfect. The ball is right over that shooting foot, so it's on the right side of her body. If you take a look at her hand, once again, the hand is directly behind the ball with the wrist cocked. And so this is going to line the ball up. Her feet are pointed to the basket. The ball is lined up to the basket. When she raises the shot, look at her elbow is pointed to the basket. All these things are going to help to make sure that the shot is straight. Okay? Anna, give us one. Bingo. One additional point I would love to make on right to left shooting is typically if we're not low enough and we're trying to generate power, we're beginning to generate power from our upper body. And so, yeah, Anna, you're not in your typical stance. So here, and I want you to shoot a shot, but I want you to use your arms and then freeze it. Okay, freeze. If you look at Anna's body position, see how she turned a little? Look at her feet. Look how her feet turned on that shot. Look how her upper body turned, okay? And what she's demonstrating is the fact that she wasn't low enough, so she had to generate power from her upper body, and it became an arm shot, okay? So the optimal shooting technique, lower body working in conjunction with the upper body. So if you notice, Anna's ball is already kind of in the cocked position, and so she's already bent. She won't dip anymore. She's bent, and she'll raise up into one motion, and the power is going to come through her hip, her legs, through her hips, finishing out through her arms with the follow through. Let's watch it. Bingo. Woo. These are just some of the tips, not all tips about how many of our players are missing, and we just want to give you some information. You may have some other ideas about, okay, I'm missing right, missing left, short or long, and trying different things that can help you personally out with your shot. Our goal as coaches and teachers of the game is to help players to become their own coach. And so within the game, you will have to make adjustments and become your own coach and evaluate the shots as you go. How am I missing? Short, long, left, right, and what are the best practices for making those adjustments? And as you become more advanced, here's the thinking of advanced shooters. We're evaluating every shot. And so each shot, there needs to be an evaluation whether I'm going to continue to do that same habit, or do I need to make a small tweak and adjustment within the shot. And this is how you evaluate and make adjustments within the game. And you can turn a 0 for 3, 0 for 4 round into a 6 for 11. And it can happen just like that.